Hey everyone, I'm Rather Go here, back with Operation Oneroid Chant. Now, I have no idea how to pronounce this word because Google tells me you must have meant something else when I searched this. So I'm just gonna move on and say that was good enough since Google doesn't believe the word exists. Anyway, it's a very difficult Hive royalty mission, and it's a sabotage mission. So if the Hive royalty proves to be too difficult, we can just, you know, sneak in with the Reaper, blow up the monument, and that's that. You'll also notice that we look a little bit different than we used to. We're finally getting into tier 3, so as real soldiers I actually care about hit tier 3 will customize their armor properly. Depressed Draugur's looking a lot more stylish these days in the Midas Rex outfit. He's got some other hanger on like the Galahad sash and the Skirmisher plate helmet. As much as I love the Reaper trench coats, at some point they really should be wearing armor, which I've used as tier 3. So we're using the Wraith armor set as well as the Elder Reaper mask for Regal Dawn. And then with White Wolf, there's not too much you can really do with the Icarus armor, it is what it is. Same with the Rage armor for Perfect Tragedy. On Iron Rhino, we have a completely ridiculous hat as well as multiple capes, kind of digging that. And Black Cat's the same as they were because they were already, you know, pretty unique. You notice our soldiers with tier 3 armor have 3 inventory slots. We completed Powered Armor Rigging, which is a mod where after you finish Power Armor, you can research an additional inventory slot for tier 3 armors. And I don't know how many Mimic Beacons I needed, but is 6 enough? It seems like 6 is enough. I would like to shoot people on Regal Dawn. I want the experience, but I see Hive royalty. And like I could put blue screen rounds here. I could run the battle scanner. I'm going to run the battle scanner, but it's much funnier to carry 6 Mimic Beacons because that's just thoroughly unreasonable. Anyway, there's one more bit of gear to talk about before we move on. It's the Bioblaster launcher here. I guess at some point in time, a research or a project generated this or somebody dropped it, but I've got it, so I'm going to use it because it's way better than a rocket. And I have the heavy weapon slot, so here we are. I should actually mention the team composition, huh? Not just how cool their new outfits are. It's the Spark Boys, it's always the Spark Boys. Although we have new gear here as well. Anodized chassis, Illyrium Spark Shield, bringing us up to how much armor again? It's kind of hard to see, it's very large. 6 armor, 45 dodge. Notably more durable than he was. But other than that, it's the same sparks we're always seeing. Regal Dawn and Depressed Draugur are back with tier 3 gear. White Wolf is the best available Marine that I've got. I'm bringing Perfect Tragedy, their bondmate, alongside them because I love being able to reload guns. Iron Rhino's here to carry, and Black Cat is out of the side tube to accompany their bondmate and get some experience. Pretty balanced team, very strong mid-range team. Don't really want to get in too close with this team, but if I do, Perfect Tragedy's the man to do it. Same with this, with Black Cat's Boltcaster and their mobility. Realistically, the plan is to post up and kill everything from a distance. Failing that, the plan is for the Reaper to do it himself and everyone else can leave. Anyway, let's get in there and see how this goes. I didn't realize it until just now. My A-Team hero hair is just orange. And it has me wondering, is the like button orange when you press it? Probably not, but you should press it just to make sure. I was gonna say, look how serious business they are in the Sky Ranger now. But I noticed that 2 of them are just sitting inside the sparks. There's a reason to never look at this screen. Oh, it's such a mess. You know, speaking of color coding, Black Cat and Iron Rhino are kind of the same color. I think I might want to color code A-Team and B-Team bond pairs so that I can visibly tell if they're supposed to be standing next to each other for the bonuses they give. I never noticed the icon for Serpent Panic down here before. It's a pretty cool icon, isn't it? Anyways, we need to get moving forward. The objective's over there. I'll peek around the corner like this on Rhino and then go up top. I think I'm perfectly happy to come here and probably stay there for pretty much the entire mission. No eyes. Isn't that just the weirdest thing? Regal Dawn, just sprint into the night and see what's going on out there.
No time to spare.
That got eyes, unsurprisingly.
Their clumsy patrols.
Black Eyes Codex. I saw a Shield Bearer, I think, and a Muton Demolisher. As I said last video when I was hearing this out, Hive Royalty might be the sit rep, but I'm bringing Black Ice rounds for obvious reasons. I don't expect it's going to be true. I expect to see tons of enemies that I'm terrified of. I guess realistically, I could have the Marine dance in the corner and not do anything. He's gonna Icarus into place turn 1 anyway, but on the off chance I do have the ability to get in position without spending the cooldown, I would like to do it. And everyone's really just running forward at this point. There's not a whole lot to say. There's a very clear piece of cover that has room for the whole team, and everyone's going to it. Sun Soldier, I can't help but notice you're kind of slow. Well, I guess you have to have some sort of weakness, fair enough. Although, as far as weaknesses go, being forced to move on to the high ground isn't really too bad of a downside. It could matter in other situations, but oh well. Black Ice Codex, if it's just in the open, do I open by shooting it? It depends. Do I one-shot it? I would need to deal 18 damage. Oh yeah, the Hive is here, so this is happening. For a second, I forgot the sit rep was here and thought the ruler was back, but that is not the case. So the Black Ice Codex is there. We have clear eyes on it. How much damage do you deal? You know, not enough, but it's an admirable effort. I think I want to fight from here. This is going to be a notably better line of sight. So I'm going to move up on the sniper. No new eyes, that's good. White Wolf has jumpy legs and can easily post up next to them. Love that.
Running.
And they got eyes, surprisingly. Even though they've only used... Oh, they got eyes through the bottom, I think. I think that's what it was, the windows. Oh, hey. Hi. No, I really want to know more about that. Hold up. Stop. Cease and desist. I need more information. Reaper, could you just go look at that for a second? It's going to be fine, I promise. Chrysalid Hunters. Those aren't too bad. I mean, sure, they're creepy and I don't like them. They're not too bad. Everyone's going to be looking to get up top this turn if they can. Let's see how that's going to go. Not the best, not terribly. Like, as long as they're on the roof, I'm happy with it. I think since Soldier wants to be here. I'm not 100% sure, but it would make sense if that's where they went. They go on the back on Fiber Giant. They don't need to be in a position this turn. Draugr can just... Yeah, being the closest one makes sense. That way if the Chrysalids run up at us, they all get Retribution. And sure, I have no heat, but it's still a slap. Oh yeah, Regal Dawn needs to go. Right. Just get up top.
Where you tell me.
Get eyes out. Get in a position that's going to matter. Oh, there's a chameleon there, too. Cool, cool, cool. Love to see it. There is at least one heavy mech, a Muton Legionnaire, a Spectre, and a Codex on the objective. Bit of a serious pod. Oh, shit, they're not on the same team. Right. Fair enough. That seems very bad for Advent. I need to check and see which ones are immune to fire, because I've only recently learned that some Chrysalids are immune to fire, which feels very wrong to me. Are we getting spawns that are going to be on top of us? I would not appreciate that. Chameleon has decided that somebody will be taking 8 damage, 4 shred, and rupture. Love to see it. The variety of 75% misses we're seeing on this Black Ice Codex kind of suck. Oh, Chrysalids, what are you doing? This is statistically anomalous. Okay. Didn't expect that. I'm gonna chuck a battle scanner just like right here, roughly where the chameleon. Hi. Oh, I thought this was one unit. It's not as scary now. Chameleon is still where I saw him last, but revealing him causes him to move. It's very fair. Now, I believe reposition... Oh, whoops, I need my own F1. I believe reposition is revealed, right? Yeah, they don't have to be flanked. They just need to not have cover. I think we're definitely fighting this turn. And I'm gonna have Draugr just put bullets into each of these Chrysalids to shred them down. Oh, were you not revealed? You should have... Oh, hi, Chrysalid Queen. Well, not Queen, but Broodmother. Well, that definitely makes my plan worse. I was planning on dropping a Bombard Protocol on this cluster. Shield Bearer, I don't think you get to be there. Give me a hot second. I'm gonna take an explosive action. I still think it's worth doing this to put them in range with the Bombard Protocol. I don't think Regal Dawn's gonna shoot this turn. So it would be worth it to have Regal Dawn use Teamwork on Draugr to get a shot. No, I don't need to. I don't need to. We can just take Justice here. Because Regal Dawn can just shoot these guys, right? And that's just pretty solid. I don't need to use Bombard Protocol. That seems decidedly better. Oh, I should have used my pistol because it consumes less shadow stacks. That's actually just bad play. It's so rare that I have to care about shadow stacks, though. And now I can reposition at the end of the turn if I want to. And we take Justice here. Sadly, I don't have any shred inherent to this, but it does pull him out of cover and into, you know, guaranteed death. No, I want to see. Don't censor it. Okay, he has 5 health left. We need to hit for 9. As I thought, the grappling hook over Ryodan did reveal him. That's fine. Oh, wait, no, it didn't. I just got very confused by the way the camera moved. I'm not quite sure what happened. Maybe it was reveal on Iron Rhino. That's what it was. We have Soulfire and Insanity. Insanity's not looking great. 99 here is pretty solid, though. I can move around on the back and take a probable 100. It's only a tile closer, but that means it should go from 99 to 100. So, sure. Black Cat, come on. Maybe this will be the mission it turns into a real trait.
Battle is enough to get to anyone. When they get
Look,
home,
Fiber Giant wasn't going to be getting involved properly anyway. So this is just a way to move him forward and punch and feel good about it. I intended for a less violent death here, but I mean, this'll do too, I guess.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Moving here pulls, so I'm just going to Overwatch and end the turn on Fiber Giant. Didn't realize quite how close we were. Bombard Protocol here. No, I'm overdriving. Do I have to? The reason I don't want a Bombard Protocol is because I won't... It's saying it's dealing 1,000,000 damage to that Demolisher, but there's no reason the armor wouldn't apply. I guess I should start with this. That's the issue. It's just, like, not going to kill. Because Bombard Protocol, it could clone. No matter what I do, it's not quite ideal. I'm overdriving with the plan being rocket, shoot, shoot, because we haven't done enough on this chameleon yet. You're a captain, right? Do you have, you do have kill zone. I love to hear that. So we can do with this. That'll suppress all of them, get 3 shots at least, quite possibly many more. I should have shot first, because you're a Marine, and that's how the unit works. But here I am, having made the mistake. I want to use combat presence. I don't actually need to reload the gun. It's not going to shoot that many times. Let's just get back to Operation Shoot the Damn Rocket. So, Codex, are you teleporting? You're getting a shield, and the shield works now after the reinstall. That is a big-ass shield, though. Somebody needs to shred the Muton Demolisher. That was a pretty good start, I'll be honest. The chameleon really needs to be dead. Like, there's just a lot of problems, but the chameleon actually does have to be dead. What, do you get to stealth again? You get to move? Fucking why? Okay, that's bad. That's real bad. Why do you get to move after being shot? Who said that was okay? I need you to combat presence Draugr now. So, Draugr, is that enough to get you a Ripjack onto them? No, of course not. Because we don't have eyes, though. If someone gave you eyes, that would probably be acceptable. But swing out this way, that should see the chameleon without pulling the chameleon. Or without revealing on the chameleon. Now. No, it's just there. You know, it's around. It could be somewhere else. Maybe we glitched out. Who knows? But yeah, the inside of the house is completely invisible from here, unfortunately. Damn shame about that. Well, I've got a Bioblaster Bomb. And with all other plans having failed, somebody has to kill the damn thing. So I guess we'll use it this turn. I don't even think that killed it. Yeah, it's just still down there and pissed. Although God knows what tile it's on, because it's evidently not on this one. Oh wait, I have Sprint. Yeah, let's use that ability. It's a good one. Please come down and figure out what the hell's going on with the Chrysalid. It's very important that this thing is not just going to murder someone next turn. Okay, so what you're telling me is that if you hit it with the battle scanner, the reason it moved, it turned invisible, and if you hit it with the battle scanner, you know where it is, but you can't target it? Because that's fucking useless if that's how it works. Like, no one cares if you can see where it is. I need to attack it. Okay. Well, hopefully you die to this grenade. Yeah, it does. Good. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, really not a fan of the design on chameleons. It's like, it's fine that it's a stealth unit that hits very hard. The issue is that it has a reaction to damage to turn invisible, and you literally cannot target it with anything other than an area of effect after that happens. Anyways, these people need to be dead. Slight bad news there, they're not going to be dead. I do have Frostbite, but let's remind ourselves that Frostbite will not work on the Codex because I still have that mod installed. For the record, am I running notes where I check it before every mission and make sure I need to do it? One of the notes literally says, verbatim, uninstall mechanical frost immunity, you fucking dolts. So, yeah, I don't think it's a good mod. I think, like, the idea of it makes a lot of sense, but if you're running it, you probably run Frost Legion, which makes it overpowered for your sparks and gives you a lot of frost tools that you really don't want to have just not work against tons of enemies. Anyway, here we are. What are we doing now? We've got just this unit left. We're never killing that in one. Are we? And that's 10 health plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ablative. That's 17 health. That's a 1 in 3 with a 50 to crit. Give it your best. Hey, love to see it. Next up, we have a snapshots. The Demolisher is probably already dead to White Wolf. Same with this Crystal and Hunter, so I'll snapshot the other one. Good damage. Wasn't expecting a kill, but happy with it. And this is a fake suppression that doesn't even have targets. I'm not quite sure. Oh, that was a real one. That was reposition. 98%. There was actually a 2% miss there, even with the aim stack that White Wolf received in this campaign. Good to know it's not going to be guaranteed, even from high grounds. All right, so the other pod is gone into guard mode. They heard the noise and thought, oh shit, we need to go handle the objective. Meanwhile, the guard pod heard the noise and thought, we need to go fight. Hopefully the Hive Queen heard the noise and thought, I need to fuck everything up for everyone involved. Because I think we just killed the Pathfinder. It ran through the armor-piercing kill zone. And even though it's the late-game Pathfinders, they have like 6 health, they just have tons of armor, so the AP rounds are just kill shots against it. That's pretty good. This has been a pretty good No Man's Land. Got multiple kills off of it. First time you had a Marine just actually do work and carry a mission. Minimum roll, but that one was never guaranteed to kill anyway. It's still disoriented and running towards the enemies, which I'll take. Now, Regal Dawn, it's really important that we see the Hive Queen and force it to immediately react, because it kind of needs to be on our side here. To such a degree that I'm okay with just like taking a shot at it right now. I mean, we can't get a good hit, and I don't want Regal Dawn to reveal. Oh, yeah, we gotta shoot it, though. Like, we have a person that does this thing. Interestingly, that's fair. There's a big thing in front of it. I think I'm happy to just take the shot. This pod needs to pull. I don't know if it's just a Hive Queen or what, but we need the Hive Queen to be participating. There's a lot of enemies that it should be attacking. Immediately healed for 10. Neat. Oh, I get the reposition, though. That's good. That's what I wanted. If I just step here, I'll be invisible. If I just step back, I won't have eyes on the Hive Queen, and I'll reconceal at the end of the turn. So I'll do that. Anyway, we ran out of bullets on our Marine for very good reasons, so let's do this. I'm not quite sure what step 2 is. I think I'm content to just hang out and Overwatch, right? I've got no reason to run forward. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for cooldowns and Overwatch. I have literally no reason that I would want to run forward. Move forward a teeny tiny pit on Fiber Giants.
Engaged.
We use explosive action? We must have. There's not a great spot to go to here. I can grapple up to Death. But Death does have other places it goes to. It's not just bad, but I kind of want to just hold on to the cooldown. I think I'm looking at just moving to here. I don't need high ground on Draugr. Draugr can run forward. And they're explosive action to this turn anyway, so they're not really doing anything. We can move forward here if we wanted to. We haven't committed to overwatching on... Okay, we've committed to overwatching there, so we're committed to overwatching everywhere. Fair enough. Reload. Do I have a Overwatch without the pistol with the snapshot? I don't. I'm definitely going to shoot rather than not shoot, I think.
Hit the armor.
And then we probably want the medic moving forward and overwatching, because with high ground and a superior aim PCS, we are looking at an aim here of 99. It's actually pretty usable. So, does anyone want to come hang out with the XCOM party, or are you all just going to hang out over there? Trust me, it's not a no man's land. There's tons of super safe cover you can use. Alright, so the Puppeteer pod... Oh, it's already pulled. I don't really know what's pulled and what hasn't, because it's all in fog of war. Also, bye, Viper. Oh, lightning reflex is nice. What about the second one? Wait, no one else saw that? That's a bit weird. Oh, I do not like Fog of War Damper Field. I really want to AFK and hang out now. I want nothing to do with that. I don't know how good the enemy damper field is, but the damper field you can make is just a straight up 50% damage reduction. It's disgusting. Anyway, once some of these units get in range, I would love to F1 them, but for now, I'm just hanging out. So what's the Queen up to?
Their allies.
Yeah, there's a hive drone. Can't say I'm too concerned with that. Did it run straight for my Reaper? I'm not a fan of this. It's dead, so it doesn't matter. Good job, Black Cat. You need the experience. Yeah, I've got no idea what the Queen did. It just didn't get animated. So I've settled on wanting to move forward to here. On everyone except the sniper, obviously. Just to get better eyes over what's happening.
Okay, I'll go.
You're really showing off those jumpy boots. You can do that with normal legs, you know. I can't see anything, so I'll happily overwatch. Reaper, if you could just, like, close in a good chunk and tell me what's happening back there, I'd really appreciate that.
I've spotted an alien patrol.
Okay, hey, Iron Rhino, you know how you're just a godless killing machine? Do you want to keep doing that? That's not guaranteed to kill, but it's very likely to kill. Definitely seems like the best shot to take to me. Nice. Oh, damper field. That's why it felt like it wasn't guaranteed to kill. Fair enough. I can also snapshot somebody, like this destroyer. Sure. I have no good reason not to take the shot.
It hit the plate.
Next, we can reload the gun for him before we leave. And I believe we're just crawling forward and overwatching here. We don't really have a good reason not to. There's no timer. Moving forward across no man's land aggressively sounds absolutely brain dead. Let's route this so that they don't trip over themselves and get poisoned. It's surprising to me how slow Synth Soldier is. Also that they have minor kinetic plating. Why does this keep happening? I only just noticed I'm so used to it. I'm not gonna reload anyone else's guns this turn. I won't be Overwatch on Tragedy. Oh right, yeah, there's a Viper here. I should care about that. Well, it's too late on most of these units. Let's move forward here. All right, let's route in a sane way. Come on, Fiber Giant. I can run up behind Synth Soldier to get a shot here, and I trust in Draugur's aim. I believe he has a superior PCS and an advanced scope and high ground. Still only a 72. What are we looking at on Black Cat? Because I know they have a shot too. They can still get a high ground shot while moving notably further forward by moving to here. If it's only a 72, I need to find an alternate answer. Oh, I have a guaranteed kill, don't I? Yeah, Soulfire. Nice. Look at that. Psionic Power is actually doing something for the first time. Which means I'm just taking an Overwatch on Draugur then. I'm not upset about that at all. Draugur's Overwatches are pretty good. Fiber Giant can do it as well. Here we can take shots on stuff and reposition if we want to, but the thing is, I view the Queen as being on my side, so maybe it's the other one? I could have sworn I had the ability where these don't see me and I get 2 Shadow Sacks the instant that I enter Shadow. That doesn't appear to be happening. I'm just going to reload. Oh, there is another pod. That is good to know. I was unaware of this possibility. Oh, this is the original guard pod I saw. I should have known this was happening. Anyway, everything should be active now because, well, yeah, they can all see the Hive Queen. This will pull both of those pods because of the Hive Queen, and we can figure out what to do with area effect abilities from there. And camping. Lots and lots of camping. They finally finished having the civilians walk. Nope, civilians are walking around again. Even though they're just overwatching now, it just takes forever because civilians are here. If there was a mod that just removed civilians from normal missions, it would only improve the game because it would get rid of this constant hang-up that happens all the time. Anyway, the second pod is pulling because of the Hive Queen now. This one appears to be going much faster than the first. And I don't know that this will go well for the Hive Queen because I think it's got like 8 overwatches on it. Oh, also, there's still a pod that hasn't moved yet that's just going to attack it. That kind of matters. Was I supposed to kill the Hive Queen? Because this appears to be not my job. Why have I cut to Regal Dawn? I don't like this. Okay, good. I mean, that was like a decent turn, just, there are issues on the numerical side of things. Iron Rhino, would you love to keep helping out with us? I have a target here in the Spectre and a target here. That must be some sort of advanced Spectre. Oh, that's a mech. Yeah, that's a very advanced Spectre. Let's start this up by killing the Codex. I don't want to deal with that. It's just so nice having Iron Rhino on the mission. Imagine not bringing the black ice rounds and the blue screen rounds and just believing that it would be okay. I kind of want to get started on this unless I have a good shot on the Spectre. That's a 2 out of 3 to kill on the Spectre. I quite like that. Oh, she didn't move, so she didn't trigger any overwatches. That's real good. Holy shit, I just killed a Spectre and a Codex in 1 turn. That is so good. If you would like to keep having bullets in your gun so you can do that again in the future, I'd really appreciate it. I don't really know what to do next is the issue. Like, I can drop a Bombard protocol and hit dudes. It's the only way I'm going to get a kill on this destroyer, otherwise it'll be taken by the Queen, I guess. But none of these really seem that important. Like a Haywire protocol all the way from here? That's crazy. It's not very good, though. What does supercharge mean? Does that last for like 1 or 2 turns? Because I can maybe just take a chance to shut down with no real risk of blowback from it, right? Or not shut down, of control. I don't know if that's permanent or not. I don't want to deal with that. Icarus suit is back. I had 2 turns until Zone Suppress. When Zone Suppress comes back, I'm going to move to here and Zone Suppress them all. That's the plan. However, until then, we're not able to really do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reload another gun. I guess Draugr is fine. I'm going to have Perfect Tragedy start sprinting up because he needs to be at the location the Marine is going to.
Cover me. Reloading.
Right, he's pretty much already there. That's kind of surprising. I don't want to be on the edge, though. I don't want to be moving towards that too much. Black Cat can move forward in Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
Fiberjot has no real reason to be here. I'm perfectly content to have them come hang out up here just as a way of moving forward without being vulnerable. Draugr can be here in Overwatch. They'll be able to grapple and slide forward next turn.
I await their approach.
White Wolf may as well move to the right in Overwatch just to make sure he's on the same line of sight as everyone else.
Come get some.
Same general deal here, move to the right Overwatch. Which just leaves the Reaper. Like, they have shots on stuff, to be sure. I can probably kill this destroyer, for instance. I really don't like the chance to miss and the roll to kill. That's all pretty bad. I like moving in this direction on the Reaper, I think. Just getting close to where the rest of the team is going to end up.
I must move quickly.
There's no reason to be trying to get kills or anything with them right now. Just get them where they need to be.
Invaders.
Oh, shit, what? I'm really glad I made that move. Because I needed to know about that before I took the Icarus jump. Anyway, back at the objective where all of admin is kicking the Queen while it's down. I suspect it's not going to live through this turn. Okay, so they're slowly walking this way. I don't think they'll get Regal Dawn. He has shadow stacks. Not many, but some. Bio Assault Trooper, Heavy Mech, Advanced Skirmisher, multiple elites. Oh man, it's just a lot. Everything over here is shielded. Can you be multiple shielded? Because if they can, they are. No. It's just the most recent source, or the highest source, whichever. Or maybe it's the oldest source, but definitely it's only one source. That Harrier only has 5 shields. I guess the Queen is going to live through the turn. Weird. We can probably move and fight in a way where we take good moves against all of this, but we don't actually reveal the other pod. And we have fully informed decision making here because, I mean, we see them. If we go there, obviously we pull, but as long as we stay back here, we don't pull. The issue is we don't see them either. In fact, we don't see them from here. Like, no matter what we do, we weren't going to be fighting them. I could overdrive, Burning Rush, Firestorm. How much damage does Firestorm say it does? Oh, you have to do it as the action. It is a turn-ending action. You don't run to it. Well, in that case, it's just supernova, right? I mean, a lot of them will live through the supernova. Not you, not you, not you. The shield bearer, centurion, and mech will all live. But I really don't need a tank right now at all. And killing a bio-assault without a roll is really, really nice. Not having to deal with that tanky, fast bastard is really helpful. So I'm just gonna go for this. That pierces armor. 16 was not enough to kill some of those armored units. They had like 15 and 2 health. Something that I'm almost certain that 16 damage doesn't kill all of that. And that it must have pierced armor. Cool. Thanks, Fiber Giant. I appreciate it. Can you see the other mech by some fucking miracle? No, of course not. That's fine, though. I mean, the mech just doesn't know about Regal, so Regal can walk up and shoot it easily enough, right? 6 to 8. 88, huh? Pistol is, weirdly enough, the exact same number. Still, I'm going to give it a shot, and the pistol is the correct choice here. If we miss, we just had to have someone else deal with it. We can continue to reposition, move up to here, hopefully get eyes on the mech that was over here. I'm pretty sure I didn't kill the mech. There's a lot going on, but I don't see a mech in here. So maybe I did kill the mech, I just forgot about it. But I don't feel like I did. I can Icarus jump to here now, and I really don't see a reason to not to Icarus jump to there. But it's just not as good as I expected it to be, you know? I'm in range to skull mine someone. Fantastic. It's not really the ability I was looking to use. I can move forward and then do it. That's obviously possible. And I guess that's what I'm going for.
I guess that'll be okay.
Oh, I'm a turn off. Well, it's time to shoot somebody the normal way then. I hear that these mutons are in dire need of aid. I have AP rounds, but it has a damper field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's never dying. I guess I want to suppress this elite trooper. I don't want him throwing grenades or moving towards us. Oh yeah, this is definitely the time for bombard protocol, by the way. It seems like it's probably just bombard here and sprint forward. Sprint not quite being the right word. I also should turn off some guns, probably. This would have been a lot better if I had access to AoE suppression like I thought I did. But oh well, here we are. All of these shield bearers and damper fields are just a huge hassle for us. I think I want to do this to catch the Muton Demolisher. Muton Harrier is pretty scary too, and I can catch a shield burst. Yeah, this is fine. As to the next move, I'm not really sure. But next turn we get back AoE suppression and super drive, or overdrive rather. So we'll be able to do some pretty gross stuff with that. For now, though, we're sort of like moving here and cutting off lines of sight to ourselves. We have the grapple up top, which I always love to see, but it's not going to get much more done than that, unfortunately. I think I want to take combat presence here so that Draugr can do more. I'm not sure what specifically, but I want to do it. There's no eyes in the high ground, so I'm going to take sprints. I'm not going to take sprints. I'm going to move here as my first move because there's just no good thing to do, really. Reaper's out of actions. I'm going to take teamwork on the Reaper. Apparently what I'm doing is I'm using this combat presence to combat presence someone else. This shield burster is not that bad to take down, I think. The 76 part of this sucks, but still. Yeah, that's just a lot of armor and ablative. It's not really even worth doing, honestly. But I'll reposition further over now. Perfect Tragedy moves up. They can only move to here, though. Do we have a kill on anything? It's all got so damn much health. Somehow I don't see the Lancer, or sorry, the Shield Bearer. Anyway, I'm gonna shoot this Elite Trooper, because it's the shot that I have, and on a crit I could kill. Did not kill because of Damper Field, but hey, it was a lot of damage. I'm going to move forward and finish off the turn the way I imagined I'd be using it. Combat presence on Regal Dawn. It is time for the Mimic Beacons to come out because there are simply too many enemies in too awkward a position. We can't close on it quickly. And AoE suppression was supposed to be part of this plan, and it wasn't, so here we are. I'm going to politely request that you do not shoot at XCOM for the next 4 attacks. After that, do as you will. Damper Field has worn off. That's terrible news, boys. Literally all of them are just taking less damage from everything. It's so frustrating. But I'm glad it's gone. The Mimic Beacons are doing their jobs. Hey, there's the heavy mech. I knew it was still around. I'm not happy to see I was right. It's weird that it's over there. But hey, it's around. So, hopefully the Queen is going to distract them, because there's not a lot left. The Shield Bearer is making himself fairly vulnerable. I'm just not sure I can punish it for it. Excuse me? Weird action, not gonna lie. Weird here as well. I see you want Draugr to get kills. I'm on board with this plan. Okay, so the double Mimic Beacon went really, really well. I think that might be the first time all campaign I've seen Bending Reed go off. Still no kill though, because they all just had so much health. But you prevented him from throwing a grenade or reaching any of our cover positions. The Queen's been getting pretty lucky, it feels like. It won't last for much longer, but still. Finally, the Queen's turn. Well, that's a cool thing that it can do, apparently. I should F1 the Queen. The best part is that now it's stacked on top and I can't tell what's happening. Oh, and it's a blue move. So I feel like I've seen Muton Legionnaires before, but I'm not familiar with the Legion shotgun. However, I think I've just seen that unit before and wasn't aware of its weapon. The Harrier has the grenade launchers. So Hive Queen, what's up with you? Dive Bomb. Neat. I like it. The Muton Destroyers, these are just big versions of a guy we saw a long, long time ago. Psionic Instability. They suffer increased damage from it, but they can't be mind controlled. Got it. And there's nothing else over here that I need to care about. So, how big is this AoE suppression? I like that quite a lot. I'm hard-pressed to imagine that could ever be wrong. What could be wrong is shooting first. AoE suppression's only 2 bullets, right? Yeah, we shoot first. It's very important that we don't just do that immediately for no reason. This is great and lets the advanced Paladin Fireburster actually go down by shredding its armor. And then we take the AoE suppress. That is every priority target except for the mech suppressed. We do have to reload his ammo, but that's perfectly fine. As soon as it finishes animating, we'll do that. There we go. Draugr up here has some shots. I imagine they're very good shots. They are. Not as good as I imagined on you, though. If I were to use Justice, though, you're the only target. Weird. Going to use Sprints. Because it's Draugr's job to kill the advanced Paladin Fireburster. And now I have a 100. Hurrah. Do I need to kill the Elite Trooper here? Because I can. I feel like I may as well. It's not like Draugr's doing anything else.
The choice is made.
All right, so Draugr got a lot done. These 2 closer units are down, at least. No, you can't talk your way out of this. Now I can hit and run back to where I previously was. Very nice. I wasn't expecting that last part, but I'm glad to see it. We can reload his ammo to get a blue move to reload the Marine's ammo. It's very important we actually do get to the Marine and reload their ammo. If I'm not able to do that, this whole plan falls apart very violently.
Reinitializing weapon.
We can do that quite easily. Tons of movement thanks to the Rage Suit.
Je dois pouvoir faire ça.
So I take the resupply here. And now we're able to do the AoE suppression, provided it's still the right move at the end of the turn. I'm not quite sure why he hasn't a Blade of Health. Oh, because I gave him a vest of some sort, that's why. I would really like to shoot this mech. That seems like it's relevant to my interest. I'm going to blue move back here, kill the elite trooper, and continue moving. You're telling me it's a 91. Pistol also a 91. It's a 93. I'm glad you didn't mess that up. We need eyes on the heavy mech. We actually currently have eyes on the heavy mech, so I don't need to move again yet. We can just take the shot here. We have eyes. It's never going down in one shot is the problem. Teamwork for you is on Black Cat. Sign me up. So obviously it's still alive, despite how much damage that does. I didn't get a shutdown, did I? No, just hack defense and other things. But we can take teamwork to take a snapshot to finish it off. You might be like, oh, but you're out of bullets. You messed up again. Oh, I thought I was out of bullets. It's got an advanced speed loader on it, though, so it won't matter even if I was. But I'm not. It's just dead. Also, the superior bipod reducing my range penalties is probably affecting these odds rather substantially. I'm a fan. Why can I move again? Oh, because I got the kill. So now I get my Raptor's Purge action because I didn't get it on my first action because I survived. There we go. I understand. Now, if we can kill this guy, I think that would be very, very good. That's going to require an overdrive here for sure, I think. Let's start by moving forward. There's really not a reason to go for more. I've got capacitor discharge. I wonder what that does. Not as much as I would like, unfortunately. Even though they are stacked quite nicely over here. Let's take the overdrive first. And now let's aim our gun around and see what's going on. We cannot see him, and it's not going to be worth it to do anything else. So capacitor discharge on fucking everybody. Seems like a good start. As to our next action, I guess just chuck a rocket. Yeah, this rocket seems to be the thing we're doing. We're not killing the shield bearer as much as I want the shield bearer dead. What we're doing is setting up White Wolf for the biggest kill streak of all time, I guess. I'm just gonna fall back on Regal Dawn. I want nothing to do with any of this. I'm gonna move forward on the man with the rage suit. Give a fairly easy flank over to the shield bearer because it wouldn't bother me if it did actually do anything. All of that extra health keeping the destroyer alive, but the panic makes it ultimately irrelevant, I guess. I guess I'll throw a shot at the shield bearer. We have to start working through it eventually, and everything else should already be dead to the Marine.
That arm is tough.
And I can run forward here. Oh, and I have an action left. No, that one's fake. That's the fake suppression you get when you overdrive on an infiltrator. Oh yeah, you're on fire. That's unfortunate for you. You're dead. That's unfortunate for you. I feel like the Muton Harrier might be telling a similar story. Oh, that one was poisoned. That's unfortunate. We'll have to deal with the chrysalids now. I've really enjoyed this mission. It's been a nice brawl where I just got to hang out and use my abilities and have a good time with all the new tools I have. No time pressure. No getting a perfect engage and stomping the map, just a good old-fashioned normal fight that goes according to plan. And then the game stops and it hangs for 40 seconds, and I guess we skip the alien's turn once it finally breaks, and that makes me sad, but oh well, here we are. I will note that things were going fine until the chrysalid cocoon happened. Hey, what do you know? It just gave up and skipped Advent's turn, so the area of effect suppression did nothing. Sorry about that, White Wolf. You got robbed a little bit. Oh, it might be still broken on the Feral Hive turn, too, though. That's super fun. Well, I mean, the mission was basically over, but it still makes me sad that the game just robbed White Wolf of all those kills like that. Anyway, let's wrap this up. Oh, I'm still going at super speed, apparently. I did not realize. I'm sort of spaced out. I just, like, it doesn't matter to me anymore because the mission broke, and it's so clearly a win from here that it doesn't feel worth it to try to fix it. Because even if the Advent all took their turns, like most of the people who got skipped just died to area of effect suppression. So unfortunately, I'm just gonna wrap this up. There's not a lot left they could do to really stop me. Is that a destroyer or demolisher? It is. I think that you have those weaknesses, don't you? I'm still going at increased speed. I just didn't realize it. Oh no, you don't have anything crazy like that. You can totally get affected by insanity. I don't want to, though. I can't help but notice you do have 6 armor pips. That's kind of a lot. I'm gonna need to shoot that with the Infiltrator. It turns out the Demolisher's not as dead as everyone else. Harrier probably will not survive the kinetic strike. No, not at all. So it turns out the other guy was just as dead as everyone else, because I still have access to Overdrive and Burning Rush after that punch. Which means I have plenty of mobility left to get to here.
Servos at maximum.
I shouldn't have moved there, because now if somehow this doesn't kill, he's gonna, you know, have armor and stuff. But I mean, the odds of him living seem bad, right?
Target neutralized.
-15, we have a limited window.
And that'll be all of the aliens. Ignore this cocoon, it's fine, I promise. And that's also the end of the mission, as Regal Dawn plants the bomb and we get out. Let's go see if Iron Rhino got the MVP they deserved or if it went to White Wolf, because White Wolf had a pretty good turn, but they feel like they got robbed of their MVP at the end. Anyway, because we have 2 Colonels on the mission, we get 4 extra ability points for all the wasted experience they represent. The Depressed Draugr with 3 kills, 42 damage, never missed a shot, very nice. Regal Dawn, 4 kills, 39, not doing as much as he could have, mostly just a scout. White Wolf at 4 and 71. Perfect Tragedy is a support, what do you want from them? Iron Rhino at 7, 145, and landing all 14 of their shots, getting the MVP as they deserved. Black Cat doing medic things, which is to say nothing, even though they're still a Scion. Synth Soldier getting the weakest Infiltrator performance in quite a while, and Fire Giant just wiped a pod in 1 move, and that was pretty much his entire contribution to the mission, but it was still fairly relevant. It's critically important every time I come back to base that I remember to put Black Cat back in the side view, because last I checked it takes her out, and I had to put her back in each time I do this. No promotions this mission, just loads of experience and kills, unfortunately. Oh, we got the Queen Corpse, so I wasn't expecting that. Anyway, we delayed Undying Loyalty, can't have that going through.
Well done.
Yep, Black Cat is currently missing from her tube, let's go put her back. Continue training for stasis. That's kind of a pretty good ability to have. It's almost worth making any random member of the A-team with psionics into a Scion just to, like, bait for stasis. I believe we're getting Avenger Power, 6 days left. Let's head on over and keep doing it. And I'm completely out of money, can't do anything that requires money right now. A little bit rough. Warsuit completed, that's part of why. We now retrofit exosuits, not that we have the money to do so, and make experimental powered weapons. That's the reason we wanted to do this. So coming over to the Proving Ground, we have access to... Oh, experimental powered weapons cost 100 supplies each. That's not happening. Not a chance in hell. I guess we'll keep working on experimental ammo then. I need that black market back, man. Losing the black market randomly completely sucked. Fine, I'll go do busy work. Alright, the tech specialists are making it back. We finally have our psionic major tech specialist back on the team. I've been missing Big Large. If I remember correctly, the one psionic ability he has is stasis, which is nuts. Anyway, we finally infiltrated the stronghold of the Chosen Warlock, which I believe means we can just go kill him if we want to. Which is weird. Oh, also, that guy's a sergeant now, so he's playable, and yeah, we can just attack the Chosen Stronghold if we want it. If I click on this, I'm gonna waste time flying to it. Probably when I click the launch mission button. Let's take a look at who's available. If I have the A-team, I'm gonna go. Dark Horse is out for 40 hours. Is anyone else currently missing? No one else is currently missing, but is Dark Horse gonna get back and be tired? I feel like that's very likely. Yeah, they had 32 well when I sent them out. They're gonna come back, they're gonna be tired, they're not gonna be ready to go. Oh, that's fine though, because it turns out that Skirmisher Depressed Draugr is tired. And considering that he is strong against the Warlock, he's definitely coming on the mission. So we can afford to wait for 9 days before we get that started. I think we're about to finish another mission immediately, which probably has its own ambush, yeah, for Hunt the Assassin. So let's go do that one. Which dark event was this again? Oh, and if you can't tell by the change in my voice, I really didn't want to play that infiltration, or sorry, that ambush. So this is the next morning. This dark event is for midnight raids. It's called Gone to Ground, just making sure I hadn't gotten mixed up at some point. Let's play the next. This is the second very easy ambush in a row. It turns out giving plus 30 mobility to these guys with individual concealment and reduced detection range, yeah, they're very hard to catch. Very safe these days. And that will be the assassin ready to be assaulted. The assassin, I think, is afraid of Templars? Am I remembering that correctly at all? Can I even look at that outside of a mission? I don't know.
Commander,
1 second, chosen information. Yeah, she's afraid of Templars. And Dark Horse is partnered with a Templar who won't have a chance for a mission for a while. But that Templar learns stasis in 4 days. So again, very clear reason not to do this mission just yet. We're gonna scan at least until that Templar comes out, and something will probably happen before then. Also, this is Dark Horse coming back. They're wounded. Their aim is increased by 3. I believe an engineer is currently away doing something. No, that didn't work out. So the infirmary is staffed. How long is that wound gonna take? 8 days, not bad at all. In fact, the field medic also learned stasis in 7 days. So these two are gonna be pretty good for an assault coming out at the same time. I might try to put together a team for the assault in 3 days with stasis on the Templar though, even though Dark Horse won't be there and they are bond partners. And the reason is just because I know I need to do them sooner rather than later. These guys are actually severely threatening at this point in time. Do assault mission for an alien relay. We have undying loyalty, that's gotta happen, so this is what we're doing instead. I think agreeing to send out the B team on a chosen assault is crazy. Let's not do that. Let's accept that we're going to be waiting for these chosen assaults a little bit and send White Wolf now. Which also means we're free to send people like Halibut and Baroque Baron on this mission. We don't need to hold them back. I'm looking at this EMP bomb that deals 9 damage. And like, honestly, that's not enough to make up for the fact that it doesn't shred for 2. Like, the moment someone else shoots them, if they had armor, the plasma grenade was equivalent. It doesn't feel like the EMP bomb is actually good at killing robots. It's very sad. It's that awkward moment as you upgrade somebody to their final tier 3 outfit and you're like, do I need to keep the arm unarmored to show off their tattoos? The answer is no, by the way. But I had to consider it. It's very important to remember when playing with Melancholy Manticore, they do not have Shredder. They're a fundamentally different unit than Draugr. That's really, really impactful and I'm gonna fuck it up. Oh, I'm guessing what it is when I get to tier 3 Ripjacks, I'll have a powered version that looks sleek and appropriate to this. That's probably the issue. You're so much less impressive when you're not wearing the Advent armor, aren't they? It's just like, does it even need the hat anymore? If you're not wearing the Advent armor, you can just wear your own hat. So yeah, you graduated to tier 3, you've been with us long enough that you've realized that maybe the hat isn't good. You've killed a lot of people who are wearing the same hat, and you look like you've nearly been killed multiple times wearing this hat. Just not a good hat. Now that I come over to the good skirmisher hats, it reminds me there's a plated skirmisher armor set as well. So we're gonna switch over to that entirely on Melancholy Manticore. I'm not entirely sure I'm a complete fan of all the aesthetic choices in the skirmisher assault plate, but damn it, it's something no one else is wearing. It's pretty well made. This belt's clipping, we're gonna turn off the belt because it's not part of the base set, and even though it looks weird without the belt, it looks weirder with it. Because without the belt, you have this like pretty massive bulk of cloth here that's just sort of there. Okay, I like the assault plate with skirt more because it somewhat solves that problem and it gives me my thigh decorations back. The question is, does anything here fix this? Probably not, right? No, it's not perfect, but I definitely do like this more than what I was previously dealing with, aside from the weird clipping on the arms coming from my gauntlets. Hopefully that's sorted out in tier 3, otherwise this will continue to be embarrassing for quite some time. After 2 deliberation, we're going with this, even though the arms clip with the tier 2 gauntlets. I'm hoping the assault plate doesn't clip with the tier 3 gauntlets, and that it's meant for tier 3, because if it's not, then it just clips with everything and it doesn't quite do its job and I'll have to find different arms. Did anyone else know that I just had straight up capes as installed as a cosmetic? Because I just have straight up capes installed as a cosmetic. Doesn't work well here, but I feel like I should have known this earlier. I hate to say it, but this is basically the logical conclusion to the outfit that Steel Guardian's been wearing all campaign. Like, it's actually just the sleeveless stuff, but now it's tier 3. There's nothing notable about his armor in any way. Let's see if we can't find something to save this hideous outfit. Cape was not the answer. Cape is not the thing that this soldier needs. I spent a while grappling with Steel Guardian's terrible aesthetic identity before just giving him a lot of grenades and arm armor, because honestly they look terrible and there's no way to keep who they are without destroying them. So here's just a bit more clothes so you don't look like a goof. But imagine their arms didn't have stupid fires on them when I said that. With a gun to my head, I couldn't tell you exactly why I feel uncomfortable with this team. Because it really is the budget version of the last team, and I can tell you why, because it's not a bad team. It really isn't. But it's just the same team I played previously, except instead of the best marksman in XCOM, we have a sapper. And instead of the unreasonably high power level of Draugr, we have someone who spent 140 less ability points, and consequently is a substantially weaker, not just lower ranked, but worse soldier in every regard. So yeah, this is objectively a much worse version of the previous team. We should be fine though, because the previous team was vastly overqualified. I think we're good. I'm a little bit hesitant, but I think this team will handle Operation Grotesque Scepter, no real issues. But we'll get into that next time. For now, I'm done. I've been Rather Incoherent. I hope you've been enjoying XCOM 2 with me. I've been having a blast. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.